Today I'd like to talk about a very simple idea that we use that we call the wedge. The idea of the wedge is literally that the energy wedges straight through the opponent's guard or his strike to make your strike go home and for his to miss. Okay, I'll show you the idea here. If Adam throws a punch, you literally just make it go straight forward. Now this looks very simple, but I always find when I'm teaching, most people when a punch comes in, do a reflex action and they always try and block, and that allows the attacker to then be able to continue on. So although this is very simple, sometimes people find it very hard to actually do. Okay, so from here the idea is that the hand is open, and we use an open hand generally because we find that training people to punch, if we're just doing self-defense, the hand is much easier to use. From terms of self-defense, if you're on something like closed circuit television or whatever, if you were throwing a punch, it would make you look like you were making the attack, whereas here you're just putting the hand up and saying stop or don't hurt me. So the hand literally comes straight up, it'll come straight up towards his face, and if you can, to get the hand to connect to the feet, move the feet even a little bit. If you move the arm, you've only got the weight of the arm times the speed that it carries will give you the force. But if you move your feet, you've got all of your body weight moving in behind the hand. That's going to make the strike much more effective. Okay, then we can go onto the inside of his arm, or if he attacks, we can come through onto the outside of his arm. If you look at something like Tai Chi, where we use raised hands, this idea of allowing the arm to be buoyant, allowing it to just float straight up, works extremely well because it's much faster, the arm is quite relaxed, the energy is travelling straight forward, and if you study something like Tai Chi, it's very well connected down to the feet. And if you use this little movement of the feet as well, you've got all of the energy going in behind it. If you train it with both hands as well, what's going to happen is, even if I miss here and my hand doesn't go in, which brings on the other arm will come up and that hand can wedge straight through, even through onto the outside from here. It might be that you wedge from the outside here, this arm grabs, then this arm can do either the throw, or you can move in and do your strangle or choke from there. A simple idea, easy to use, but sometimes you have to train quite hard to be able to make it work, and the main thing you have to train in is your mindset. Because I find the biggest thing is most people think defensively, not offensively. And if you're training in self-defense, it's very important when you're standing here, if he's shouting at you, if he's having a go at you, to have a mindset. When you've made your mind up, you're going to have no choice but to hit him. That's got to be the one thing you focus on. Don't allow your mind to be distracted in any shape or form. Whatever he's saying, whatever he's doing, however he moves, the moment he comes in towards your space, bang, hit him. And make sure that all of the energy goes that way, irrespective of what comes up. He might be throwing a punch, he might be throwing as a hook punch, a straight punch, either arm, whatever. Once you've made your mind up what you're going to do, you just use it. And your mind must go on the idea of a wedge. So it's like the prow of a ship going through the water. You know, so as his arms come up, literally, it will just slide straight through his arms. Okay guys, that's the wedge. Thank you.